Okay guys, welcome to the video if you're watching via YouTube, welcome to the stream if you're watching live. This is the first look at the game Bastion. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. So, not played this before, I'm going to go on normal mode and jump straight into it. Did play Transistor, which is from the same team I believe.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion.
So, circle. Circle seems to be attack. And X is roll.
He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella. Forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Fella got a piece of him, though. Kid just rages for a while.
Pretty much destroy. Send me this way. Pretty much destroy everything in the area. Don't know what these gems are for yet. I'm gonna try and get as many of them as I can. Yeah, so I played Transistor.
An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber.
Yeah, and that was an enjoyable story. A bit bizarre. But I like the gameplay of that, it was cool. I felt that the audio in Transistor was a bit bland from what I can remember.
Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink.
Be interesting to see, sure I recognise the voice of this dude.
Must have fled here from the mines.
Who's doing the voice at the moment? Can't think from where though. Is this a walkway? Looks like it. Don't know what that does. Doesn't do anything yet. Another one of those.
It's a wonder the old saloon's still standing. Used to have the nicest view.
Okay.
He sets foot inside one of Zealandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did. Rondi always wanted his ashes scattered here. Then Kid finds his trusty shield.
Ooh. So how do we... L2.
The security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call. more squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid.
Hundreds of these little things. Come on, die.
Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop.
Morning, dude. How's it going? Just got a cheeky couple of hours here, so I thought I'd give this a start before I have to pop out.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke.
How do I... Let's block.
Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back.
What's up?
The kid pockets a memento from a breaker, once the fastest man in the land.
Okay. Is that another little walkway there? No. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired this morning, so what time did you end up getting back last night in the end?
Good news is the emergency defenses still work.
Shit.
Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome. Right back at you.
Couple of bottles of something down here. Love us some XP.
He finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
Alright, so how do I... Let's go for that.
One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Yeah, that Rocket League update literally took 30 seconds. Okay. I'll do it for that.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins.
Something over here.
That one was Maud, the tutor. Once taught the kid good manners. He never used them, though. An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way.
It's gonna be interesting.
The Bastion's real close now.
I've got a feeling this is going to go up a gear. In a minute.
Kid takes a chunk of alloy.
Something heavy.
The smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air.
Crap, here we go. What the?
Bags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did.
Oh, come on, pal.
Rob's a scumbag of his last meal.
Is that a hole? I don't know if that's a hole in the ground or a fucking... It is, isn't it? I need to kill this thing. It takes down the whole fucking...
Kid puts him out of
There
his
we go.
misery.
Whew. I thought that was going to take out the whole bloody area. There you are. Alright, try not to fall down any of the holes. Get as many of these little potions things as possible. Yeah. It's a good job I noticed that, Will.
He finds the core to the wharf district. He steals the city's heart. Might as well.
Shit.
Kid has a feeling he better get a move on. The place is starting to fall. See, that core Kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid just keeps running.
Holy crap. Run, 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 run.
At last, the Skyway is in sight. Whisks him where he needs to go.
Intense.
Now
that's the stranger trophy.
Still, his mind races.
Yeah, they were awesome. I need to find out what was actually in them because I've already forgotten by the time I got home.
Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me. We talk for a spell. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch.
Okay.
And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger.
Oh, awesome.
Kid's
So this
got
is
to
like
put
the
its
hub.
power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
What's this stuff?
Kid ponders what to build.
Plans.
The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
Mirror shield. Get a jail-free card. Quite useful.
Ain't much Kid can't handle with hammer and bow in hand.
I won't be able to make that then, dude, because I'm heading out about midday. Unfortunately. I need to get new football
Kid
boots.
don't know what's out there waiting for him.
And I'm going to hit a few golf balls as well.
Now the Kid can ride the wind of distant lands.
What's this? Proving ground, core detected. Alright, so that's area cleared. Let's see what this proving grounds is before we move on to the next core.
The breakers used to come here for target practice. Used to play a little game. See who could bust the most targets and the fewest shots.
Okay.
He's focused. He's armed. And he's off. A perfect shot just happens in a flash. Kid ain't done bad at all.
Something stringy. Okay. Not too shabby. I'm guessing these are upgrades, but we can't use the upgrades yet. Yeah, it is a shame,
He
dude.
returns with some of the materials we need.
I'll hopefully I'll be able to join him on the next.
Ain't always much
one.
to say.
Yeah, so let's chat to him about. Alright, so I'm guessing we can go back and try that as many times as we want. As our bow improves, we'll go back and check it out. Did you ever get around to finishing this then, Will? Because you were saying yesterday this was the last thing you streamed.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? He heads for the squirt steps.
Oh.
Won't be no field trip this time. Kid ain't ever seen an elephant squirt before. Hopes he'll never see one again. They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed. No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble.
Oh, what's that?
Just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw. Them squirts just don't know when to quit. Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock. No whack gas fellas all dress alike. Kids wondering the same thing.
Wicked Hood. There's loads of stuff to collect in this. There seems to be loads of little items and weapons and stuff. Considering we've only been playing for 30 seconds.
And there it is. But it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's keeping the fellas in check. Almost like he's showboating for the crowd.
Whoa!
And now there's a new marshal in town. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Might as well check the other side streets before leaving this hole.
Okay. So where haven't we been? We've been up here.
He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge.
Oh shit.
Somehow that old forge is still standing. Inside the forge, Key can fine-tune those instruments of his.
Ah, okay. Drawing speed.
With a good length of meat gut, that bow's like new again.
Right. Yeah, no, let's keep the timed one. Great, this one for...
Kid's lifelong friends looking
250.
fit to keep on fighting.
That should be... Oh, no.
Odd place to find the likes of Percy the Snitch.
Oh, I need to change back to the hammer. Oh shit. If I change back to the hammer, I've got the upgrade for that.
He heads for the biggest dump in town. Scumbag alley.
Whoa!
And there he is. The oldest scumbag of them all. Gershel. But Calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition. Kid cuts up Gershel like a fine apple. Old scumbag didn't feel a thing. Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where it started.
That's so good. Back to the Bastion. Yeah, no worries, dude. Cheers for popping in as always, Will. Appreciate it, mate.
He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it. Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next. The windbags used to be alright. Then the Calamity took the floor out from under him. Sometimes a single look says it all.
Let's go for a forge. Change that back to that because we just upgraded that. Let's have a look, keep our little friend.
A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here. Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
Core there, core there. Let's go for this one. So far it doesn't seem too taxing.
In better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt.
Oh, nice.
Of all the plans to survive the Calamity, it had to be stab weeds.
Get rid of all these boxes in case anything tries
Blasted
to...
things hurt like a broken heart.
Something nasty. Oh, good. So it was.
If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down. He cuts down every stab weed like there's gonna be a prize for it. Core stuck inside one of those fancy cages.
The fact that he said it cuts down every stab weed, like there's going to be a prize for it, makes me think maybe there is a prize. What is that?
Some of the stuff lying around is downright dangerous.
Right, okay.
He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong? Quite a bit, as it turns out. The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every squirt's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense. Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while. Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers. Even some gas fellas take his corner. Heard it pop that mean old foreman.
Huh. Got loads of support.
At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes. Maybe 30. Hard to tell. Squirts get real territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up. It ain't all bad, as the kid finds some spices from the motherland. Tax-free.
Tax-free. These spikes, oh Christ.
One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy. Troublesome scene to be sure. A few moments left, and the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7, give or take a few seconds. Finally, the core's within reach. And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
Whew. That's where the barge was.
I still remember the look on his face after that one. Folks voyaged across the boundless sea to found Caelondia. It was good living here for a while. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started. Kid packs a special surprise in every one of those arrows.
build here. All we've got is a distillery.
Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply.
One chance to carry on if defeated. So we've already done that. It's got to be that high punch, surely.
Party punch is so zesty, it'll let you carry on through the worst of times.
Right, what is that one? Right, done that. Proving ground with the machete. Let's go with proving ground with the machete. See what we can get from there.
Windbag Ranch was built for gathering squirt extract in copious supply. Ain't nothing more healthful. Some folks showed up to make a fast buck with nothing but a knife. Other folks came to train their throwing arms.
How am I supposed to get him if they'll run away?
Still others use the place to test their finest blades.
Ah. Ah.
Place gets
No.
sick sometimes.
Right. How am I supposed to throw it? I forgot I could throw it.
Slippery little devils. Cute cuts all of them down soon enough.
Forgot I could throw that. Right. Let's go. I think I'll pass on that, Uncle.
Back from Windbag Ranch, smelling
What does it say?
right.
Unicycle meter 85. Thanks for the offer though.
What else is there to say?
Is it Forge?
The little Zolwood oil and that blade shines like a light.
Switch up.
A bow and a machete. Every bit as effective as the fancier stuff.
Okay. So we can increase our maximum health simply by leveling up, which is pretty standard.
Couples used to walk the sundown path. Kid ain't here for pleasure, though. But then, somebody gets to the core before the kid. The floor starts giving way under the
it's
lightest
going to
step.
be running.
A single panic squirt can bring the whole place down. Fragments of the old world rain from the sky. Well, the path ain't exactly open to visitors no more. Security's all fired up. See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such. Sky bridges link the path together. One of them bridges whips the kid along. Finds a spyglass, like the ones they'd used to search the stars. The calamity changed everything, even where the wind blows. Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we can do it again. But the question is, who else could have taken the core? Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing. Scumbag ate it by mistake. Tough break. Unlike the kid, that core ain't coming back. They used to ship live munitions down the path. These wires to toss those things plenty far away.
Hey.
Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky when you wake them up. In all this toil, Kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question. Who else could have survived the calamity?
Not a lot of people by the looks of it. Looks like just the kid and the narrator.
So he didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
So there's not a core on everyone.
We could always see the stars. We just never could reach them, no matter how high we built.
Look at this. This is for the machine gun thing we've got. So if you're watching this on YouTube, guys,
trapper shingle for learning to tread light and
feel free to let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are of the game, if you've played it, if there's anything I've missed that I should get.
They train themselves by clearing out the targets, while not clearing out the floor. Any good trapper knows never to take a step till the time is right. expert trappers got something extra to give him a edge.
Sweet. 2 lots of things. That one. 2 lots of pickups.
To think a rickety place like the Shingle survived, and so little else did.
We get something greasy that is locked at the moment. We can upgrade the bow though.
Turns out those old bones still have some spark in them. That ought to make those fangs sink in nice and deep.
Let's take the Fang Reaper for this one then. Not a massive fan of those grenades. Let's go back to squirt
The repeater and machete, favorite choices of the Ura hunters we once fought. The dead welcome him with open arms.
Oh, nice.
The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees their plain, frozen faces all around.
Oh, fuck's sake, I thought I could walk on that parachute.
These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. Someone who ain't like Mr. Beckley and his kindly wife. It was someone like him.
Who's that?
Kid sees him there again, in the flesh. It's a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what.
Who is he and what has he done?
He's got so many questions after all. Just ain't got time for answers. The Thunder brothers didn't make it. They never saw what it was like being on the walls. Nordy, the bird boy, didn't make it.
Who's that?
The Jawsons, they didn't make it. Grady Sr., Grady Jr., they didn't make it. But him, he survived.
Oh, what's that?
Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? The Corps survived as well. Kid does what he has to do. What do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this. We have to go. Please.
Okay, so the survivor has agreed to return to Bastion. I thought he was going to turn out to be the bad guy. But it looks like he's not. Maybe there is no bad guy. Maybe it's just
He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zulf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelondia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time.
the survivor trophy.
For Zulf, Caelondia was like a second home. He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east. Zulf offers to help me plot the skyways for the kid. At least the calamity hasn't touched the stars, he says. He was born in the Tazzle terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since. We fought the Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now.
Okay. Right, go for that mirror shield. Not sure how I felt about the repeater bow. I'll give it one more go. Go forge. Forge.
Squirt cider will toughen you right up. Too bad about the musty aftertaste. Kid ain't finished here yet. The cores. You remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright. Well, look what we have here.
Lost and found memorial. So, what does a memorial do? That's a structure problem. Let's do the memorial.
The memorial. Here, kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind.
Reward. Go to the memorial in the Bastion.
The valediction.
Oh, right.
Just
okay.
another one of my sketches. Nothing.
Ah, we have to pay. Just pay money. And first prize and required on proving grounds. Right, okay. So there's like individual challenges. Okay, gotcha.
Words can't express what happened, but they're all I got.
Let's. Right, I'm actually going to switch back to the bow because I saw one of those was about. I think a couple of those challenges were to do with the bow and the hammer, so
We tracked
we'll
down
go
a
equip
couple
with them.
of cores near the edge of the city.
Level up to raise the drink limit at the distillery.
No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either.
Let's have a little sleep.
Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pith, the bull. Well, the gods are long gone now, and the orchard core is long gone too.
Piff the ball, good guy or? Oh, what is that?
The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god. Pith stood for something once. Something real. In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration. Pith makes a decent scarecrow, at least.
No.
Then Pith lights up like a rodeo. Ain't easy punching through his hide.
Seems to be the easiest way to deal with him.
Kid breaks him to bits. Must have been guarding that shrine.
Give me those apples first.
So what'll it be? Invoke the gods? Or tell them off?
What the hell? Pith.
Pith.
Foes will become quicker and move. Oh right. Oh shit. So this makes it.
Kid decides to press his luck. Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore.
Right. See how we get on with upgraded. Enemies. Oh Christ.
Kid ain't never seen windbags that quick. Maybe old Pith put a scare in him.
Oh, this one's tougher than the other one. Come on.
Kid passes Pith's trial, and he's richer for it. Kid ain't found a core, At least he found Zolf's precious shrine. Pith Orchard. Place is a dead end in more ways than one.
Okay. So no core, but we did find out how we attack, or how we change the settings with the gods.
Now we can build a shrine of a... Though I got some alternatives in mind. Zolf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy.
What's that? It's a little tent. Change that back to the squirt. The bow's all good.
The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls. We ain't much for pleasantries.
No, can't use that yet. Shield one. See what we can do with this.
The accused always got a fair shake in Zealandia. Some used to take the bullhead trial. Survive the trial without taking a scratch, you'd walk away a free man.
Ah, okay.
Bullhead trial taught folks three things. First, a good defense is a good offense. Second, gotta always watch your back. Third, ain't no godlike bull up there gonna save you.
Oh shit.
The smarter ones knew when to
Oh,
step
come on.
aside and let things go.
2 chances left.
The kid pulls through in fine form.
Right, what are these? These are different. 3 hits. They're just crystals. Shit, loads of crystals. Okay, cool. It all goes to the great good, so it's not a problem.
Well, the kid always wanted to compete in the bullhead trial.
On to the next. Do.
There's only one way to disintegrate Fort. The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags. Wham! Kid's ready for the windbags this time. The calamity was mercy for normal folks. The windbags ain't so lucky.
Holy shit.
They've been left to freeze or starve or face the kid.
Fuck. How is that doing so much damage? It's an insane amount of damage. That doesn't seem to be blockable. What the fuck is going on?
Well, windbags young and old keep fighting for the fort. At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift. Something the windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides. Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal. Calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of them wound up here in this very fort. Could have been minding the business underground like in the old days. Windbags can't use the marshal supplies, but the kid sure can.
Okay. Back to that breaker's bow, I think. Just seems to be more effective until we upgrade that scrap musket. Actually, let's go for the Fang Rapido, isn't it? What a sneeze. Oh, excuse me, guys. Wow, where'd that come from? Right, let's go machete and Fang Rapido.
He stashes the marshal's prize. Goes back to something more his style.
Brilliant. There's a hole in the on the ground.
As for the windbags, Cinder Brick gave him enough heat and metal to munch on for a while.
Oh, nice.
The fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for wanting it, though.
Oh boy, there's a lot going on here.
Kid's got a squirt lure at the ready, in case things turn sour. Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. They trapped the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds. Then they bring out Glutus and Glandon and all their scumbag uncles. They got something to gain, and only their sorry eyes to
Check.
Kid takes down Glutus. Or maybe it was Glandon.
Come on.
The uncles go out with a whimper. The windbags finally get the message.
Sweet. Hey, dude. Welcome back, mate. Got another 45 minutes before I
used to dream of getting the marshal's
gonna head off.
But not like this. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinder Brick Fort.
How far did you get into this, Will?
Kid shows up just as Zolf's telling me about his own journey to the city.
I think we unlocked something over here as well. Oh, we unlocked 2. Nice, defeat a foe by counter blocking melee.
The Menders. They had thankless jobs. The most important kind.
Defeat 10 foes with a single
The
weapon shot.
Marshals kept the city's peace. They can rest easy now.
Okay, so we got reward. Oh wow, that's difficult. So we need to do bow the machine with this.
Zolf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this. The marshals seem like good men, he says. They treated him with
Oh, you
dignity.
completed it. How long did it take you?
Zolf brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals. Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zolf was the smoking pipe.
What does the smoking pipe do?
Kid says hello, but Zolf's lost in thought.
Okay, I can't interact with that. Does it?
Even since the Ura surrendered to us, the marshals kept a wary eye on him.
Shrine. Let's put the shrine.
Behold, the Pantheon.
Oh wow, this makes it even harder. Let's
A Kobe.
Oh, you can only put one god on at a time. Oh no, you can't. You can put both on.
The
Well,
gods never lied.
let's try and amp it up and make it as hard as possible. If it gets too hard, we'll just turn the gods back off. That's the musket as well, isn't it? Keep that as it is for now. So that was quite good last time. Range. Oh, mine it now. Go.
You want to tune a scrap musket, you start with the barrel.
Oh yes, we're up to this. Speed. Critical hit. 100% critical hit. So did it just ask how long it took you to finish the game? Let's go for whiskey.
Where whiskey has no scent, but tastes like a peppered boot heel. It's not for everyone.
Musket training. Who's the God Brothers dude?
Ever felt a Zolwood gourd? Like picking up broken glass barehanded. At Zolwood Grove, marshals learned to make every shot count. The trick was to pop all those nasty gourds without wasting ammo. Most marshals didn't get far on their first few tries. Had to catch a bunch of those gourds in a single shot. Funny thing about muskets is they work best up close. It took a keen eye, not an itchy trigger finger.
Second prize, damn. Something coarse, something foul. Ah, okay. I'm with you.
Marshals did more than
that was
shooting, of course.
Should get it done in a few streams then. Just do these upgrades as we go, and then I can. If we're going to increase the difficulty, then it will be very helpful if the weapons are better.
The city's unwanted things all met their end in the yard. Folks who fouled up will do their time here, smashing things to bits. The quicker they worked, the sooner they could go. Folks learned to plant their feet and put their backs into it. Others would plot a course to navigate that sea of junk. A good day smashing could feed a family for a week.
Second prize again. Keep getting the second prize on these things.
Ever want to just smash things for a while? You know where to go.
Right, let's see what we can do with that. Great points. New ability, focus attack. To focus, defend for a few moments using the broad shield, then attack. Attack without moving to uppercut.
Ain't never letting go of his old friend with a sturdy grip like that.
Great knockback.
The marshals learned to pack those shells full of fire.
Okay. And we're off to the next mission.
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off.
Great. Little note, reminder that we've upped the difficulty.
Riverbank swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. Weepin' Millie. She sends some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core.
Millie.
Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. A security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. try to slow her down. They try to knock her out. Well, we Nelly tries harder.
Use a tactic of just keep shooting.
She hits a snag. Kids gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. At least she picked a good spot for a break, because the core's right there.
So we're gonna... What's that? Ah, the Arsenal. Right. Let's switch to that big hammer.
Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. They had their own eye on the core. But why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. Finds River Nelly where to go. Turns out she's got a special surprise when the waters get rough.
Oh right, these are on my side. Thank God for that. Saves me shooting.
She's gonna need a little help with all them peckers. Traffic things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these.
Shit.
Security skiffs keep on coming to starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something.
Oh, you're not hitting it.
The windbag's getting even better idea. He takes a hard hit, but he ain't finished.
Whoa.
They aim to smash Weeping Nelly to splinters. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nelly.
Get out of there, Nelly.
She's just gotta make one last stop. With her last breath, Nelly gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in Pecker country. They want that core real bad. Seems a calamity ain't hurt the Peckers' appetites. Kid shoos them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times Kid nearly fell off the bars back there? Not even once. Now, listen close. You should remember this next part.
Okay. It's definitely getting more intense. I find him having to concentrate a lot more on these bits. There's still quite a fair share of health being left around.
Why go to Prosper Bluff? Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far.
These fucking grenades keep landing.
The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that.
Is that a pathway?
But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it?
When the birds die, I think they're the ones dropping
There,
the...
the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while.
Right, there's the sky bridge.
How's it go again?
Let's just have a little look. This way.
Yeah, that's the one.
What was that? Shit. It's the plants or something. What the hell is it that we're treading on? Could do with some more health. Yeah, got another one of those another one of those like little internal quests complete with this weapon. Who is singing this song? Come on. Not sure if we want to go that way or that way. Right, let's try it. see what's up here if we hit the switch. Right, that is a sky bridge as well. Where's that go? Goes over here. Oh, I'm not sure what that was, but I hit something. What? So what's that? Can I only go one way or the other? God, this is confusing. Can't go that way, gotta go this way.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right?
What confusing.
Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed.
I don't know what those little things are that
And
I'm collecting.
besides, it's like the song goes.
Oh, there she is.
They'll be here before too long.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we've got another character coming back with us.
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow or again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
Oh, one more core.
A scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much. If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away. Most of the era never got a taste of Caelondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here. Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see, but leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view. Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they? So many secrets in there, and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal.
Okay.
The Masons.
Yes.
We built the city strong. Now there's only two of us. The Trappers. Daring bunch of fools. They'll be missed. I've asked a lot of the kid, but this is something he's done on his own. Poor kid collapses after just one drag.
Oh, what is this thing? It was just opened up. Smoke on the old shisha pipe.
The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history.
Who knows where?
catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started.
Shit.
Fair to say he's led a hard life. Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his.
Oh no, there's a hole.
Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there. School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money. Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Ceylondia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Ura, you name it. Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too. The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either. So what'd the kid do? Why, he went right on back to the walls for another 5 years. In the history of Ceylondia, nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls.
This is getting mental now. Oh, come on.
Out there, kid learned to fend for himself. Learn to build. Learn to break. time, the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out farther than anybody. One night, on one of his expeditions, the ground beneath him shuddered, cracked, and split apart.
Oh no, it's on the edge.
He saw nothing where the world used to be. The calamity happened just like that. All the kid had to work with was his hammer and the clothes on his back. Through twisted streets, he ran with nothing but the city crest and an old stranger's voice to guide him.
Holy shit.
Finally arrived at Caelondia's vaunted safe haven. He and no one else. But then, all they got was more thankless work from a man who ain't even asked his name.
Oh shit. Is there actually an end to this, do you reckon, or is this just fucking...
Sure, I may be the one who dreamt up the walls and the Bastion, but the kid made them real, not me. I'd like to say I'll never forget him,
Yeah.
or what he's doing,
Sweet.
what he's done. I surely would.
Reflection complete. How do we get out of here? Oh, that's it. Alright, a little quick look around the Bastion, see what new stuff we've got, and then we'll call this part 1 complete. So we've got no new memorials, no new gods at the shrine. Can we do anything in the forge? Not yet. Nothing in the distillery yet.
We talk a little, here and there.
No new discussions. Aha! We
Kid's
can for
surprised
this.
when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
There's not one more corner. Lost and found.
The lost and found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again.
Okay. Right, so final warning blast. Okay. So these ones we have to buy. Oh no, then they're upgrade materials. So these are techniques. Okay. Right, so we can have a look at these properly on the next stream. For now, guys, I'm going to leave that there. Upload this video to part 1 to YouTube. Enjoying the game though. Look forward to getting back onto it later. Hopefully join me on the stream. If not, then hopefully you enjoy the videos. Give me a thumbs up. Leave comments in the sections below, and I'll chat to you guys later. Take it easy.